Hello students, let's do ratio and proportion, exercise 10C, questions 6 to 12. Question 6. The angles of a triangle are in the ratio 3:7:8. Find the greatest and the smallest angles. Okay, now this is a property of triangles that all of us know, isn't it? That the sum of the angles of a triangle is 180. A triangle has three angles. When you add them all up, it should always be 180 degrees. Okay, so let's write down the ratio of the angles of a triangle given to us is 3:7:8. Now, first step is we have to find the sum of the ratios. So 3 plus 7 plus 8 is how much? 3 plus 7 is 10. 10 plus 8 is 18. Okay, sum of the ratios. Now, the greatest angle. Now here in the ratios, can you see 3, 7 and 8? The greatest number there is 8. So we're going to take that as the greatest angle. And the smallest number is 3 and that will be the smallest angle. So now we're going to find the greatest angle. So take 8, which is the greatest number, 8, by the sum of the ratios, which is 18, and multiply it by the sum of the angles of a triangle, which is 180 degrees. So we've got this now, and after this we can do our simplification where we cancel. So I can cancel 18 and 180 by 18 itself, isn't it? 18 ones are 18 and 18 into 10 will give us 180. Now we need to multiply the numerators. 8 into 10. 8 tens are 80. Okay, so we have found the greatest angle to be 80 degrees. Now let's find the smallest angle. So we take the smallest term in the ratios there, and the smallest term is 3, divided by the sum of the ratios, multiply it by the sum of the angles of a triangle, 180 degrees. Now let's cancel. 18 ones are 18, 18 tens are 180. Let's multiply the numerators. 3 into 10. 3 tens are 30. So the smallest angle is 30 degrees. So we found the greatest angle to be 80 degrees. This is the greatest angle, and we have the smallest angle, which is 30 degrees. Moving on to question 7. The sides of a triangle are in the ratio 3:2:4. If the perimeter of the triangle is 27 centimeters, find the length of each side. Okay, so here the sides of a triangle are given to us, and a triangle, as you know, has three sides. Perimeter is when you add up all these sides. That is the perimeter. It's the length of all three sides of a triangle. So first let's write down the ratios of the sides of the triangle. 3:2:4. So 3:2:4. This is the ratio. Now we find the sum of the ratios, that is 3 plus 2 plus 4. That is 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. Then the perimeter of the triangle given to us is 27 centimeters. Now let's start finding out the lengths of the different sides. The length of the first side, we take the first term of the ratio, 3, by the sum of the ratios into the perimeter. Now let's cancel what we can. 9 ones are 9, 9 threes are 27. Now let's multiply the numerators. 3 threes are 9. So we have found the length of the first side to be 9 centimeters. Now let's go on to the length of the second side. Now we have 2 as the second term divided by 9 into the perimeter, which is 27. Now let's cancel. 9 ones are 9, 9 threes are 27. Now let's multiply the numerators. 2 threes are 6, 6 centimeters. Length of the third side, will take the third term, which is 4, divided by the sum of the ratios into the perimeter. Cancel. 9 ones are 9, 9 threes are 27. Now multiply 4 and 3. 4 threes are 12, 12 centimeters. So now we have found the length of each side. The first side is 9 centimeters, second side 6 centimeters, and the third side 12 centimeters. You can check your answers by adding up all this. It should give you 27, which is the perimeter of the triangle. Question 8. An alloy of zinc and copper, that means something that is made of both zinc and copper. It weighs 12.5 kgs or 12 1 by 2 kgs. If in the alloy the ratio of zinc and copper is 1:4, we have to find the weight of copper in it. Okay, let's start. What is the weight of an alloy? 12.5 kg or 12 1 by 2 kg. The ratio of zinc and copper is 1:4. Sum of the ratios is 1 plus 4, which is 5. The weight of copper. We're going to find the weight of copper in it. So here, 1 and 4 that we have in the ratio, 1 stands for zinc and 4 is for copper. So we're going to take that. 4 divided by the sum of the ratios, which is 5, into 12 1 by 2 kg. Now let's convert that. 12 1 by 2, let's convert it to an improper fraction. 12 2s are 24 plus 1, 25. 25 by 2. So I'll write that here, 25 by 2. Let's cancel what we can. I can cancel 5 and 25. 5 1s are 5, 5 5s are 25. I can cancel 2 and 4 also. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. So now let me multiply what's in the numerator. 2 5s are 10 and denominator 1 1s are 1. So 10 by 1 is 10. And the weight of copper in this is 10 kgs. So let's move on to the next one. How will 31,500 rupees be shared between A, B and C if A gets double of what B gets and B gets the double of what C gets? Okay, that sounds a little complicated, isn't it? But it is simple. So let's start. The given amount is 31,500. Let the share of C be 1, okay, because it all depends on what C gets, isn't it? So we will imagine the share of C to be 1. So assume that it is 1. Now, based on that, share of B is double the share of C. Double means 2. 2 into the share of C, which we have assumed to be 1. So 2 into 1, which is 2. So the share of B is double the share of C, that is 2 into 1, 2. Now share of A is double the share of B. So double means again 2. And what is the share of B? 2. So 2 2s are 4. Okay. So now the ratios will be A is 4, B is 2 and C is 1. So the ratios will be 4:2:1. Okay. Now the sum of the ratios will be 4 plus 2 plus 1. 4, 5, 6 plus 1, 7. So the sum of the ratios will be 7. Now we're going to see how much each one gets, A, B and C. Okay, so sum of the ratios we said is 4 plus 2 plus 1, which is 7. Now we are going to see how much A gets and B and C. So for A, we're going to take the first number in the ratio, 4, divided by the sum of the ratios, multiply it with the amount which is rupees 31,500. Okay, so let's see what we can cancel here. I can cancel 7 and 31,500 both by 7. So let's divide 31,500 by 7 to see 7 into what will give us this number. Okay, so let me take 31. So that is 7 4s are 28 minus 11 minus 8 is 3. I bring down 5. So I've got 35. 7 5s are 35. Okay. Now it's 0. Then I have 2 more zeros which I can carry up. So that is 4,500. So 7 into 4500 will give me this number. Now I need to find out how much 4 into 4500 is. So let's do that multiplication. 4500 into 4. You know, children, when the numbers are ending in zeros, multiplication is very easy. So I'm only going to multiply by 4 and later add the zeros. So let me do 4 fives are, not 4 zeros. I'm going to start with 4 fives are 20, carry 2, 4 fours are 16, plus 2, 17, 18. So I have got 180. Now I'll add these two zeros. So it becomes 18,000. So A will get 18,000 rupees. Now how much will B get? So take the second term of the ratios, which is 2 divided by the sum of the ratios 7 into the amount 31,500. Since we've already done the cancelling, we don't have to again do the dividing. It's the same thing. 7 ones are 7 and 7 into 4,500 will give us 31,500. Now let's multiply the numerators. 4,500 into 2. 4,500 into 2. These are the numerators. Again, I'm going to multiply, ignoring the zeros now. 2 fives are 10, carry 1. 2 fours are 8 plus 1, 9. Now I'll add the two zeros. So my number is 9,000. So B gets 9,000 rupees. Now let's see how much C gets. Take the third term of the ratio, 1 by 7 into 31,500. So let's cancel. 7 ones are 7. 7 into 4,500 will give us 31,500. Now we multiply the numerators. 4,500 into 1 this time will be the same number, 4,500. Okay. So now we have found how much each one gets. So the share of A is 18,000 rupees. The share of B is 9,000 rupees. And the share of C is 4,500 rupees. Now this again can be checked. You can add it all up. It should give you 31,500. Question 10. Mr. Gupta divides 81,000 rupees among his three children, Ashok, Mohit and Geeta, in such a way that Ashok gets 4 times what Mohit gets. Mohit gets 2.5 times what Geeta gets. Find the share of each of them. So the amount that's divided is 81,000 rupees. Then we are going to assume the share of Geeta to be 1. That means Mohit gets 2.5 times of what Geeta gets. That will be 2.5 into 1. This is what Mohit gets, 2.5. Now what about Ashok? He gets 4 times what Mohit gets, that is 2.5. So now let's do this multiplication. 2.5 into 4. So when we multiply decimals, we ignore the point and we multiply. So we get 4 fives are 20, carry 2, 4 twos are 8, 9, 10. Go back to the question, there is one decimal place. The answer also should have one decimal place. So it is 10.0 or simply 10. So now we've got the ratios of all. What are the ratios? Geeta is 1, Mohit is 2.5 and Ashok is 10. But as you can see, there is one decimal number. So we're going to remove that and make it whole numbers so that our working is easier. Now to make 2.5 a whole number, I need to multiply it by 10. Now if I multiply this by 10, I need to multiply the other two numbers also by 10. So let me do that. 1 tens are 10, 2.5 into 10 is 25, 10 tens are 100. Now we've got 10 is to 25 is to 100, which again can be reduced to the lowest term. I'm going to divide all by 5. So now when I divide it by 5, what do I get? 5 twos are 10, 5 fives are 25 and 5 twenties are 100. So I've got 2 is to 5 is to 20. So let me write that down. 2 is to 5 is to 20. These are my ratios. Now I need to find the sum of the ratios. So that will be 2 plus 5 plus 20. 2 plus 5 is 7. 7 plus 20 is 27. The sum of the ratios is 2 plus 5 plus 20, which makes it 27. So Geeta's share will be 2 by 27 into 81,000 rupees. So let's cancel. 27 by 9, 9 threes are 27, 9 nines are 81, and I can add the 3 zeros. I can cancel this again by 3, 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9, and 1, 2, 3 zeros. So that makes it 3,000. So 2 into 3,000. So let's multiply 2 into 3. 2 threes are 6, and add the 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. So Geeta's share is 6,000 rupees. Let's go to Mohit's share. So second term 5 by the sum of the ratios into 81,000 rupees. So this time we can cancel straight away by following what's on top. So 27 ones and 27 threes are 81, and add the 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. So that's 3,000. Now let's multiply 3,000 into 5. So multiply 5 and 3 only. 5 threes are 15. Now add the 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. 3 zeros. So that makes it 15,000. So Mohit's share is 15,000 rupees. Ashok's share. Now we'll go on to the third number, that is 20 by 27 into 81,000. So let's do the cancelling. 27 ones and 27 into 3,000. Now we need to multiply 20 into 3,000. So let's multiply only 2 into 3. 2 threes are 6. Now we'll add all the zeros. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. That makes it 60,000. So now we have found the share of Geeta, Mohit and Ashok. So Geeta gets 6,000 rupees. Mohit gets 15,000 rupees. And Ashok gets 60,000 rupees. Let's go to question 11. Which ratio is greater? Now, is it 8 by 15 or 5 by 9? Okay, now here what we do is we write 8 by 15 and then we have 5 by 9. Okay, we want to know which one is greater. We can cross multiply the numerator of this fraction and the denominator of the other fraction or ratio. So 8 nines. So what we get, we write first. 8 nines are 72. Now I can cross multiply 5 and 15. 15 fives are 75. So let me write 75. So the question is, which is greater, 72 or 75? We know 75 is greater. 75 is greater than 72. That means the second ratio is greater. So what's the answer? 5 by 9 is greater. So this is your answer, 5 by 9. Let's go to the next one. So here also 3 by 7 or 6 by 13. Let's cross multiply 3 and 13. 13 threes are 39. Or is it 6 into 7, 42? So which is greater? 42 is greater. So we have 39 here and 42 here. 42 is greater. Again, it's a second fraction that's greater. So what's the answer? 6 by 13 is greater. Let's go to the next one. Question 12. Which ratio is smaller? So we have 9 by 17 and we have 8 by 15. So which one? This or that? Right. So we will cross multiply here again. We multiply 9 into 15. Let's do that. 15 into 9. 9 fives are 45. Carry 4. 9 ones are 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we've got 135. is the smaller, or the next one, which is 8 into 17. So let's multiply that. 17 into 8. 8 sevens are 56, carry 5. 8 ones are 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we've got 136. So which is the smaller one? As you can see, it is 135. So 135 is smaller than 136. So in the ratio 9 is to 17, or 9 by 17 is the smaller one. So this is my answer, 9 by 17. Now the next one, 7 by 15 or 15 by 32. So let's see that, 7 by 15 or 15 by 32. So we're going to multiply 7 and 32. Let's do that. 32 into 7. 7 twos are 14, carry 1. 7 threes are 21 plus 1, 22. 224 is what we get. Now, is this the smaller one, or what's the next one? 15 into 15. 15 into 15. 5 fives are 25, carry 2. 5 ones are 5, 6, 7. Second step, 1 fives are 5, 1 ones are 1. 5. 7 plus 5 is 12. Carry 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Or 225. So which is the smaller one? 224 is smaller. 224 is smaller than 225. That means the first fraction, 7 by 15, is the smaller one. So this is my answer. So with that, children, we finish exercise 10C. We will continue with the other exercises in the next video. Thank you, children.